I welcome you back to the Fun Indian Guy channel. This is the channel where we talk about creativity, design, innovation, and lifestyle. My name is Suyog, also known as the Fun Indian Guy. I'm a service designer, filmmaker, musician, podcaster, founder of an innovation company called Futuring Now. And yes, welcome back to the channel. In today's live stream, we are actually going to discuss this one very interesting topic. As you must have already read the title, amazing websites featured on Apple Spring event. So last night there was Apple Spring event, last night in India, I mean. So we had this Apple Spring event happening, and in that particular event, while they were showing some iMacs, they were showing different desktop pieces, and in that particular bit they showed a lot of different exciting websites. So what I did, I paused the stream of the Apple launch event, and then I went on all those websites, and I was very interested to see what it is all about, and that's what we're gonna explore. So I haven't seen them all. I have just opened them. I think 2 or 3 of them are not like they were nowhere to be found. Like I put the exact email address as shown on the website, couldn't find them. But we have amazing 5 websites which were featured in yesterday's Apple event. So I'm very excited to share that with you guys. How are you doing? I just had a shower. Actually, we were supposed to have the stream like an hour ago, but because my schedule got a bit pushed, so I was just running around, jumping around, and then we had this technical glitch. So we are back again. Thank you for joining us. It will be amazing to even have you active in the chat box. So whenever there is something you want to talk about, share, just put a chat down below, and I'll get back to you on that very quickly. Once again, do tell me if you're able to listen to the background music properly, because that is going to be one of the important things I would like to know. Or let me just quickly check on my phone. It will be amazing to even have you active in the chat box. Nice. It's decent. All right. So let me switch the screen and take you to this particular presentation and the thing which I was talking about. I want to show you that so we get like some sort of a common understanding. Here it is. Let's play this. I'm gonna keep so this is the exact piece where they were showing different websites on an iMac, and they were explaining the features of iMac and how you can do multitasking in iMac. And that's why it was very interesting for me to pause it and go back to these websites and see them. And as these were some of the beautiful, most amazingly designed websites, I was thinking might as well bring it on the live and share it with you guys. I hope you got a glimpse of it. If not, let's watch it one more time if possible. Give me a second. Boom. It's refreshing. Here are the websites. Boom. I think there are 7 to 8 websites, and we're gonna watch or look at 5 of them, which I said we found online, and some of them were not able. I was not able to find them. The address couldn't show anything. All right, so let's start. How about that? Should we start this particular thing? Let's open the first website. I'm gonna refresh it every time, so we kind of get a nicer perspective. Let's refresh it one more time. The website is called as peaceworkpuzzles.com. Now I'm gonna explore this with you. So the website looks very interesting. We will come to know what it is about as I just put the website which I saw. So I don't know what it is about, though it can be about puzzles or something like that. But then there is a lot of like bakery products here, and there is a puzzle behind. In the hero image is the image which is usually the first representing image on the website, and then they have this interesting light box where they're asking us to sign up to their, let's say, newsletters. But I like this particular design. It's not like a box kind of a thing which is usually there. So it's interesting, like it's putting the hand inside the pot, and it says a puzzle for you. Enter your email to win a free puzzle. We select a new winner each and every month. So they have this representation of lucky draw. Interesting. And then there is this close thing, so we can close the light box. Super amazing small touch there. So now it's pretty much understood that the website is about puzzles. So let's just go and scroll. Puzzle meant to be savored nice. So they must be about food. And why we are actually looking at these websites is because they made it to the Apple event, and Apple's design has been one of the pioneering design ever in terms of product, physical, digital, both. And their websites are also pretty dope most of the times. And the fact that they picked these websites and showcased them in this particular launch event makes it very interesting, and that's why I was very, very curious to see these websites. And initially I thought they were like a dummy website which you create like a prototype kind of a thing, but no, they're actual real websites of real people, real businesses. So very interesting. It's also kind of like a shout out to these creators or businesses out there. Meet Peacework, designed to entertain you for days. Okay, and then they have this amazing forbidden fruit, rise and shine, tutti frutti. Nice, no? Like they have these jigsaw puzzles, and they are about this like a still image kind of a thing, or still painting. Yeah, I used to have that in school, steel painting, where you keep this stuff in front of you and then sketch it. And then I had this camelin wax crayons and all, and it's something like that. But these are so beautiful images which they have turned into puzzles. Spice up your downtime, and there is this hand thing going on throughout, which is interesting. It's like pointing us, guiding us throughout the whole experience. I also look at websites as shops. These are like digital shops, pretty much it. But the way we enter shops, and we are fascinated by some of the very amazing shops, just like that, I also treat these websites like a walking place where you are entering something, you're looking around, you're getting glimpses of it, you're understanding what it is about, you're getting excited, and then you make purchase, or then you download something, or then you do something on that website, whatever the intention of that website is to be. So it's also like a walk-in experience in a business, and that is a very interesting thing about it. So let's go back to this one and walk further inside the Peacework Puzzle shop. And then they have this laid out. You'll see shop now multiple times because that's their main call to action. A fresh ads. Okay, that was quick. I couldn't. Oh, these are the reviews. Vogue, New York Magazine. Okay, well, subtly put, not like with icons and logos of these companies to praise that we have been featured on all these things. There's a very subtle, nice thing. People love us, people love us, people love us. Super nice. People love us as like testimonials which are there. Nicely done. It's a very different way or approach. Music for your puzzle, Lavinias. A soundtrack for every puzzle. Wow, that's okay. Let's try to listen to it. Here, play. Oh man, a mood for every puzzle. Jigsaw jam sessions curated by chances with wolves. So for every puzzle which they have curated a playlist. So it's gonna be a physical experience of playing the puzzle or fixing the puzzle or like figuring out the puzzle. I don't know what is the appropriate word for that. But along with that, you have like an audio experience where you can listen to things while you solve the puzzle. Okay, let's. I don't want to play it because then we have the copyright thingy, but we have it here. I'll put the websites down below so you can go and check it out. But just to avoid that copyright thingy, let's not play it. Let's not play it. But interesting touch, right? So you have puzzles and you have like audio tracks supporting that. Super nice, super duper cool touch right there. It all started in a cabin, and then there is our story. So it's like a about situation. We'll go into that also just to understand. Follow us Insta. Again, the hand thing which is there throughout the experience to guide us through, and sign up. And there's like a sign up and you get a newsletter. 500 pieces puzzles, 1000 pieces puzzles. Nice. Let's go and see our story about. Let's see how they have laid that out. Peacework is a puzzle company dedicated to quality time in the great indoors. Interesting. And they have this, I don't know if it's on purpose. Again, the images which they have like a nostalgic feel to it. Like there's a telephone right there, and you might even relate to it. Like the people who are like a target audience for this kind of a service or this kind of a product are mostly going to be like grown-up people, but who had puzzle experiences in their childhood. So this phone kind of a thingy in their puzzle again takes you back to these old memories. So that is like a nostalgia thingy. I'm sorry if you're not able to see the website. Man, let's go back. I'm really sorry. So I'll go back for you. So on the website it's all started in a cabin, and then I clicked on our story, and that was the about page, and then I was talking about that phone thingy which was on this particular page. So whenever you see me talking and you're not able to see what I'm talking about, don't hesitate, just simply go to the chat box and let me know so I know what is happening here. So here we can see the telephone nostalgia bit which we talked about. Have your cake. As a brand we say yes. Buy the shoes. Go for a second hand. And the weird art your friends don't understand. For oh man, that's too fast. Need to read fast. Savor the moment. This is about me kind of a page about the business, but that's okay. We discovered our love of puzzles by accident. Okay, please do not move this text super fast. I want to read it. Over the past 10 years, we have prioritized working over living, going to party when we really wanted to stay home, hosting a dinner party for 10 when we wanted to cook a stew for 2. Feeling burned out in 2016, we booked a rental cabin for a quick escape. But when we arrived, we found ourselves reined in for the entire long weekend. With no phone service and nothing to do, we turned to a closet of dusty puzzles, only to find they offered the rest and relaxation we had been looking for in the first place. Peacework is an antidote to an obsessive work culture and an addiction to screens. We hope to be signal to not only take care of yourself, but to love yourself and enjoy each day in all the ways that make you feel good. Isn't that a beautiful story? And isn't that relatable? Tell me in the chat if it is relatable for you. These guys got overworked, got overwhelmed by the situation they were in. They got burned out. They decided to go for an escape. And in the escape, they didn't have anything to do because there was rain. They figured out puzzles and they played it. And they had this eureka moment like, we can do this as life. Business thingy. We set out to make puzzles that are as enjoyable to look at as they are to compose. Sorry. We hope you'll join us and see just how much pleasure can be found in a good puzzle. And these are the two amazing women who started this particular business or a project. Super duper nice. Love it. What do you think, guys? Interesting stuff, right? Like man, these guys, they just got bored and opened a company, and now they're selling these puzzles which also look really amazing. They have a different look to them, and super interesting find. The website is kick-ass. I really feel the vibe they're setting here. Again, these nostalgic things again popping up like a audio, the radio player or the cassette player and the headphones and the microphone. SM58, sure, that's the exact mic which we have here in front of us. Nice. So amazing project. Loved the whole presentation as well, and amazing find. Thanks to Apple event for featuring this particular website in their launch for like half a second, and now we are here. With that, let's jump to the next website which was featured on the Apple event last night. Stories. Let's refresh the page just to see if they have like a certain welcome experience as well. I don't think so it's there. Table Talk. This is the only website which I actually looked properly, not entirely but properly, just to understand what it is about. Are these like just dummy websites or real businesses, as I was discussing at the beginning of the stream? Turns out these are real businesses, and this one's very interesting. This is not a business, this is stories, like blogs, and it has a very clean and a very nice look and feel to it. So Table Talk is the name, and then you scroll, and Table Talk, I'm assuming these are the conversations which you have over a dinner table, and that's why you have spoon and fork as the cursor, and you move the cursor on that particular button and it turns into a fork. So that's a minute tiny interaction which we have here. Super nice. And then for each article they have really good illustration, very nice, very clean. It has also again a very unique style and feel to it, and there is also regional stuff. Here you can see South Indian script, I don't know which one, maybe Kannada, I don't know, but it's there. and art of pickling memories. Let's pick one. Let's go for this one and see how the experience of article is. So we have opened the article. We're gonna see who are the people behind it, what kind of things they do, and let's just read. I'm just gonna address the chat here. It's just that I did a small mistake while setting up the stream. I had a wrong latency setting. That's why I'm able to see the chat a little bit late. So that's gonna be a bit sad. But I see Anuj saying relatable to the puzzles and super cool cursor to this table talk thingy. Thank you, Anuj. Thank you for being here. Anuj is my bandmate from our band Bards of the East. I've talked about him a lot on this channel. He actually composed the intro tracks for us for the podcast as well, which we used to play. Right now I've stopped playing them, but thanks to Anuj, because of him we have that particular theme, or let's say audible branding to the channel. So Shalini Dwivedi, I hope that's the author of the blog, The Art of Pickling Memories. Then you have the blog right down below, and then you have pictures to support the blog. And I've realized I have to be better version of myself before I make a kathal ka achar. Nice. It must be part of the story. We'll have to read the whole story, but I just want to see how they are laying out the particular article. Interesting stuff. Again, it's about making pickles in Indian style. So this particular pot here, which you see, is very iconic in Indian household. I believe if you come from an Indian house, you must have seen it at least once in your life. I'm just gonna go and this was the home page. Let's go. Boom boom. What's happening? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and see one of the recent articles, because we picked the one at the bottom, so that must be one of the earlier ones. Memories of an unfinished meal. Then there is this whole article. It's a story, so there is picture supporting that. You come of age when you can make the perfect cup of sheer chai. Interesting. I would love to sit down and read this article. I'll do that as well after our stream, because they're really, really nice. Anuj, no worries, man. I'm always thankful for all the things you have done along the journey. Interesting. Coming back to the website, so this is the look and feel of it. Table talk. This was again featured in the Apple event. Let's go and see about, so we know who are the people behind it. Under the table talk, immersed in the silent, isolated corners of a pandemic. So it's a recent thingy when long conversations, the kind that blur daily schedules, were gently missed. Relatable a lot, like it's bang on relatable. It attempts to fill the silent moments with stories that use a plate of food to weave personal histories with our understanding of the world. We are deeply grateful to everyone who shares their story on this platform, as if we are sitting across the table, just having had a warm meal. We also want to thank everyone who through words and visuals is pushing boundaries of how we see our plate of food. We are watching and we are listening. So you can also potentially participate and be featured in one of the articles. I like that these two heads are rolling and moving around with that iconic glass on their face or on their eyes. Interesting stuff. These are the two people, beautiful women behind this particular project, Adhishri and Shivani. Adhishri is a concept and words, Shivani is visual sorcery, and these are the guys who are behind this particular project. Super duper nice. You have contact thingy where we are so happy to see you here. You can get in touch kind of thing, or you click here. If we click there, then there must be some sort of a form. Yeah, it's a type form integration, and then they have questions. So I think this is related to being part of the articles on the websites. Super duper fun website. With that, should we jump to the next one? So we have covered 2 websites out of 5 which we're gonna discuss today or see today. So let's jump to the third one, which is Kalyana, if that's the pronunciation. I would say Kalyana. Very sharp and clean looking website. The colors are pretty much defined, like browns and greens, and then there is a bit of coral or peach going on, and then we scroll just to get the vibe of it. It's like, what is it? Do we know exactly what is it? It's a shop, service, cafe about gallery news. So it's a space, the great indoors, a lot of plants going on, and There's a shop where we can shop stuff. Oh, these are coffee beans. And this is a cafe. So this is a art-ish kind of a cafe. Very interesting interior. And there are plants everywhere, and they're selling stuff. And again, they also have a Spotify playlist to support the vibe. I love the Spotify playlist thing where we can go. Let's go to cafe first. That's the most interesting thing for me right now. Stay grounded. We take our coffee seriously. We proudly serve La 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 Coffee because of the love, passion, and general good vibes they put into delivering quality roasts. So they have coffee being served. This is the visuals from the cafe. Super nice. Where are they based? Austria. Vienna. Man, I've been there, but haven't been to this particular cafe. I have to talk to my friends. A couple of my friends are staying in Vienna just to understand. They must have been here for sure because they like these kind of vibes. Nice cafe interior. Then we go to shop, and they are selling plants, indoor plants. That is interesting. That is very, very nice. Good curation, I would say. And then they have services. What services are they providing? Commissions. Oh, they help you green your spaces. So it's an office of public space. They'll come down and do the plant thingy in it, I believe. And these are some of the places they work for. These are their clients. Such an interesting business model, right? So they have this cafe where they are serving coffee, and they have like a really nice interior, and they have so many plants around, and they are so good at plants that they sell. I don't know exact story behind them, but they're selling the plants at the shop and also online, and they're also providing a service where they're going around to different offices and greening up the place. Super duper diverse, yet very, very interesting and very on point product service thingy. Maybe About will explain us much better. Again, the website vibe is nothing extremely experimental. It's clear, it's clean, but the colors and the consistency throughout the visuals is one thing I really liked. So the browns and greens are everywhere, even in the graphics. Then the pots and the plants, it makes sense to have brown and green. Even the coffee cups are brown, even the illustrations are green, and then the interior space, of course, brown, green, and then the white as a wall. So that is like a consistent thingy everywhere. Store design. After spending 1 year in LA, NYC, and London thinking and designing for other clients and brands, we decided to follow our inner voices and build our own little world in Vienna. Super. From concept to design, we obsessed over every single detail to create a unique experience that combines the warm embrace of California, one of our original homes, with the storied sophistication of Vienna, our new home. So these guys are from California and they're doing stuff in Vienna, nice, which sublimely wraps our collective passions together. Somehow this font is very easy to read, unlike the one before. Downstairs you'll find a garden, our cafe and retail, while upstairs is our creative studio and gallery, which can hopefully open in the fall. Fingers crossed. Our plan is to constantly give new forms to our vision, while also curating exhibitions, events and discussions throughout our space that help support Kalyana's overall mission to inspire a deeper relationship with oneself through nature and introspection. That's their claim. Man, whenever I read or go through such stories, very inspiring, super duper inspiring, super. Sorry? Oh yes, sorry. Oh man, brava. My wife here, sitting on a beanbag, chilling, and I was figuring out, what is the name, what is this Kalyana, and I couldn't understand, and now she is like, yeah, it's the mixture of California and Vienna. Boom. Super, good one. So this is Kalyana, then they have gallery, let's see what is in there. Due to COVID restriction, okay, gallery is like the physical space, the gallery, like an art gallery, super nice. And then there is news. What is there in the news? International Women's Day. We are deciding 20% of our profit today. They're doing noble things as well. Okay, so all the events and some nice what do you call it, announcements, they're putting it in news, and they were featured on Monocle. Monocle is in trust. It's a very nice publishing news media company. It's very big. They also have like pop-up stores in Europe. There was one in Milan, opened for like 1 or 2 years, and they have their app, Monocle app, where you can listen to a lot of 24-hour live shows in terms of news and global events and everything. So they have been featured on that, and look at how green is that particular place. Very interesting. Like, I'm very inspired by this, and I'm very happy that we took out time and really dived deeper into these websites, which were shown for like fraction of seconds. If we go back on this website and just see it one more time, we will see how long it was shown. Like, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Like, not even 1 second completely. And then I was like, man, I want to really go deeper in these websites and see why they made it to the Apple event. And now it makes sense, because these are not just beautifully done websites, but even the businesses behind it, or the people behind it, or the kind of projects behind it are also very mind-blowing. With that, let's jump to the fourth one. And once again, let me refresh it. So we have welcome experience as well, if at all any, if they have designed it to be. Goodmoods.com. What is it about? What do you think, guys? What is it about? Just put it in the chat. So we know English. Let's switch to English. No, what is? Yeah, English. That's it. What? There was French. If you click on French, there is a completely different color and different person on the home page. And if you click on English, it's a completely different visual. Why? Is the content changing? Let me just quickly check out. Scroll down. No, content, news. Okay. And then you go to English. They have different news. Okay, what it is. Let's keep it in English so we know. Can't pronounce any of it. I just pronounce Emma and Gabrielle. Okay, this is one article. They're talking about this one particular thingy. What is this? Let's see. Good Mood is that's what we were looking for. Good Mood is an inspirational digital magazine and creative agency highlighting today's and tomorrow's trends for the curious and free spirits. These kind of things, man, like, they're setting up such different approaches and point of views on the world, and also making an agency out of it, so potentially getting business done. I'm loving it. Like, it's also super duper inspirational for me. So they have certain magazine where they're talking about certain stuff in some way, and then they have creative agencies so they can talk about today and tomorrow's trends for the curious and free spirits like us. And they have small links here. So what do they mean by the curious and free spirits? Let's figure out. Trend setters. My mood, true story, summer mood, gift list. Okay. And they have my moods and some stuff below. Okay, let's go from the home page itself so we get much more understanding. So they have news, and then they have articles. Let's go to the interior one. One of the very interesting topics for me. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a lot of home, interior, nature, in home in nature kind of pictures, like architectural stuff. And this looks like an article. Interior design by EBA, functionality and design simplicity. They have the article with the images. Oh no, it just changed the article. Sorry, I thought the image would scroll. That was actually kind of not my fault. Thought it would, but it didn't. And then they have pictures. Very amazing, very beautiful space. Again, here you see 3 colors: white, brown, and the lights are gold, like yellow, but mostly white and brown, and shades of brown, of course. These are very, very basic colors, but you see, like, when you see this picture, you see white and brown and some off-whites. And then there is this whole article about this beautiful place. So this was the article. So you go in news and you have these articles which we saw. You have multiple of them 2 times back. So we go to the home page, and then comfort zone. Cocoon 2.0. So these are like upcoming trends. They're talking about trendsetters. Well-known people give us the list of their desires and their inspiration. Interesting. I've clicked on it, so let's see what is. Okay, so come back to trendsetters, and then okay, let's click on one of these guys. What we can say? Let's go on Victoria, and then when we scroll down to Victoria's, the article about her, the genesis of your exhibition is okay. She's talking about thingy. Not Volkswagen Maker, it's her own factory. One color. Which is okay, so this was like an interview. This was not like maybe she is a trendsetter, but she did not talk about any trends. She talked about her work. So maybe let's go on this one because it's like a big hero image on that particular page. The moods of Batik Studio. Lovely. What day and time it is? Okay, this is the time. This picture, maybe. What do you usually do at this time of the week? Nice way of storytelling. If it's an interview. Okay, let's follow through the story of Batik Studio. Okay, the Divine Bar on a Rue, the La La La, Amélie Mason the Art, the Mini Hotel, Monte La La La. Difficult words. The Batik Studio, founded by Rebecca. Forgive me for the last name, I can't pronounce it, is on all fronts but always with a very personal style, colorful, joyful, refined and harmonious. Through a permanent dialogue between disciplines, the studio adopts a singular approach seeking a balance between aesthetics and rationality. The Ambroise collection, the new project of gallery owner La 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 La, to collectors' houses for rent in Paris where everything is for sale, is the latest demonstration and exercise in style. This was a brief. Then we jump to the interview. We have one picture, what time and day it is. Friday 10:19 a.m. Next question. What do you usually do at this time of the week? Answer from Rebecca. Rebecca? Yeah, I guess her name was Rebecca. Yes, Rebecca. I am working. Either I am in a site meeting or I am in the office, even if my office is at home at the moment. Simple question. And then you have her picture in the home. This is very nice visual approach to the interview, right? It's nothing crazy. It's very basic but nicely done. What is the genesis of your latest project, Ambroise collection? And then she'll talk about it down below. And then you have the pictures of the Ambroise collection. And then you have next question, the color palette chosen for Ambroise. We just talked about color palettes on the page before. Impossible to use dark or garish colors. The shades are soft to fade in front of the creations. Okay. Did not understand it thoroughly. I'll have to reread it, but okay. What elements have you designed to furnish the space? And then there are images of elements. And she says we designed the headboards, the central island, and the living room table with the help of the artist Yamin Bawa to imagine his feet quite a project. Okay, so she's talking about the detailed work. Then, which project are you currently working on? Feeling good at home. That's the project. Nice name to be given to a project. Very interesting. And then there's the project. So this is a nice way of interview, and then she is one of the trendsetters because she has been doing great work. So the article talks about how she is thinking about these projects and what she thinks about them. And then there is something called as mood boards on this website, which was interesting for me when I saw the titles. I don't know what is inside. Color match super theme. Okay, mood board. And there are a bunch of mood boards, I suppose. So if you click on them, there will be something inside. Color match. Let's click on that and see what happens. To be honest, there are like amazing pieces on this website. I think the value addition is also killer. Very interesting approaches, very nicely done things, very nice images, very nice layouts for sure. But throughout the whole website which we are roaming around in, I am a bit lost. Like, I'm not able to understand completely or grasp the whole idea completely. Maybe because we are not paying enough attention, but we are actually going deeper into these clicks and different pages. So I'm still not able to understand what is this website about. As I said, every individual piece is very valuable and nicely done, but the whole overall idea. Still not sure. Maybe it will be clear when we go to what we do. So mood board was something like this. I'm going to just click on the first one just to get a glimpse of what they're talking about. Primary colors, color match 1 month ago, and there is description. And okay, mood board is around his colors. I've seen this original chair actually in one of the museums in Milan. Then you have, okay, they're referring to this. Okay, so the mood board is about primary colors, and so that's why we are able to see primary color stuff down below. And then there is also the IKEA example, outfits, play area stuff, and all the things which are following that particular color palette. And that's how the mood board has been done. If we read it, it's gonna be super duper nice, but I just wanted to get an idea about what they're doing here. Trendsetter shop. Okay, let's just touch shop quickly and then we jump to what we do, because that's gonna be very important for us now. Shop. Okay, they are products. We can buy the products directly and have it for us. Boom. Wow, shop is a completely different website. We have to go back because I'm not able to find the what we do stuff. Let's go to what we do finally. Good moods. Not it. Again. Okay, that's French. This is English. Good Mood is a media and style agency that analyzes today's and tomorrow's trends, selects the most beautiful objects of the moment, and talk to a community of creative people, decorators, designers, art directors, influencers. Those making the styles and time are on good moods. Those making the styles and times are on good moods. Nice. An inspirational magazine. That's the umbrella of it. Good Moods is the first freely accessible trend book that puts inspiration at the core of its editorial. An online magazine serving the understanding of its time, a monitoring unit forecasting future trends, nourished by the vision of trendsetters, fueled by the search of new talents, and illustrated by concrete shopping selections. A platform that mixes genres and cores, that breaks free from the boundaries between fashion design and art, vintage and contemporary. So they're mixing and matching the today, the past, the today and the future, and they're taking help of different creatives, creative leaders, amazing thinkers and upcoming talents, and they're putting all this together in terms of a digital magazine with a good visuals and amazing value additional super duper information. So once we know this, I think we can use this as a great tool. So if you happen to be in all this, let's say branding or fashion industry or interior decoration or architecture, or just getting inspiration through art or some of the good designs, I think this website could be one of the ones where you could potentially do it. So Good Moods made it to the Apple stream, or let's say launch event as well. And that's why we are looking at this particular website right now. Let me go back to the chat. Stream with Ardivardi too would be fun. Yes, we will potentially bring her on one of the live streams. Anush says right now. Want to say something? She has nothing to say. We will. We shall do that. Jumping back. So 4 websites are done. With that, let's jump to the 5th website, the last website of tonight's live stream. Very, very happy. And maybe after that, I'll show you one of the websites which I made, that the one on which I've spent a lot of time. Nothing even slightly close to these ones for sure. But yeah, I've created something. Just want you to walk through that as well. So we'll maybe check that out. Let me know if you're interested in that. Just put a chat down below so we can do that. Alright, with that, let's jump to the 5th website, which is Kinfolk. Kinfolk, that's the name. Kinfolk. That's the homepage. Let's refresh so we get the welcome experience if it's any. Okay, I'll just accept the cookies. Okay, Kinfolk. What is it? Fashion, the afterglow, high voltage encounters with souls, restless dreamers. Okay, there comes the light box, issue 39. Okay, there is issue 39. Sounds like a magazine. Cool. So this is a magazine, and this is the issue 39. So issue 39 has been laid out as a magazine on the website, and there is issue 39. Interesting. I hope it's issue 39 the name of the magazine, or is the 39th issue of the magazine. We'll figure it out. Again, let's scroll from the top. Nice transition here. Then you scroll the left side. Art, culture, fashion issue. Elise by Olsen stops, and on the right you have articles and the stories. Then you have design stuff, and then you have a small picture thingy going on in the background. These transitions are not very difficult to make, but how you lay it out and how you use the images and, let's say, a visual storytelling makes a whole lot of difference. Let's go down. Current issue, and you have arrow kind of a thing, and they have the scanned copies of the magazine, and okay, logically it moves. Love the images. I really like the feel of having the magazine in your hand and scrolling through it, or let's say, what is the word for that, going through it, and like getting the feel of the page and the smell of the page, and also the layouts. It's very, very interesting. When I did my master thesis and I had to create like a 200-300 page book, and we had to do it in kind of like a magazine setting, and it was the first time I did something like that, where I laid out the whole book with the content, with the images, with everything, cover image and everything. That was a very interesting experience. I used the InDesign by Adobe for that, but when it came out of that printer, when I got it in my hand, the feeling was so amazing. Like, there were mistakes and there were some glitches inside for sure, but the feeling of holding that physical thing in your hand and doing like the page stuff and just getting the feel of it was super duper interesting. So these are the pages. A new playbook for the young and younger at heart. Nice. Good stuff. Scroll down. Selected stories. More stories. I think the content, if we read, is going to be very, very enriching. That's my guess. Oh, very nice. So we have a digital laid out thing, right? And then here we see like the scanned copies of the magazine, and how to like reinforce the thing that this is a magazine. You scroll and you put an image which has this pixelated stuff which we see on the newspapers or something of that sort, which has been printed in mass, and you see the texture of that cardboard behind, and that kind of even if you're on the PC right now, it brings back that physical element, experience of it, because at the end of the day it's a magazine and they're actually selling the physical copies. So on their website they're able to bring back the hard, like the physical feel of it, and they are also talking about nostalgia here, so that also brings back the memories. Like all these things are triggers. Like art is a trigger, like it's a huge trigger which triggers a lot of things which you go ahead and do, or you go ahead and dive into these sort of experiences. Just like the experience of going to a museum and looking at things, it like triggers different kind of feelings and sensations in your head, and we can potentially channel them and do something about it, or just enjoy them, purely enjoy them, because that's also more than enough. But these triggers, like we have to really cherish them and use them for our benefit to have good times at the end of the day. And yeah, so this is basically a magazine. I'm just gonna go to issue 39 just to have the drill of going through the whole website. Issue 39. Okay, it's actually the issue number 39, so you can buy it, because here we have issue 34, 37. And this is it. Art prints. We have also art prints in the shop. Good ones. Actually, that is also one more thing which I want to do, like print out good images which me, let's say Prachi takes, and put them on the wall. That's gonna be a different feeling. There are books, magazines, note cards, and subscriptions. Subscriptions would be the subscription of the magazine also, or the digital magazine. Note card is the balance edition. This is interesting. What is a note card? 12 note cards and envelopes. Okay. It's like later thingy, yes. I guess. What is a note card? Why am I not? What is a note card? Let's figure out what is it. A decorative card with blank space for a short message. Okay. Got it. Those image things which we usually send, no, to people. When we travel, we take the letter. What do we call it, Prachi? The thing where whenever we go somewhere to travel and we purchase, it's like a letter with the image of the place, and then behind you write a small message and send it to postcards. Wow. But is that the only word, or do we have like a very special word name for that particular kind? Just postcard, like a souvenir postcard. They are saying note card here, so I got confused, but basically it's the same thing. Yeah, but note card, like the explanation of note card was the same. So it's a postcard where you can write a message, or you can write just a note. Maybe you can't post, so note card could be the one where you give physically. Good. Learned something new. Oh, there were more images. Images. What is behind it? Okay, maybe just it's like a greeting card kind of a thing, but not like a message, just image, and then you write whatever you want. Yes, exactly. Super. So that's Kinfolk, and that's the website. Just gonna see the menu here just to understand what they have. They have city guides. Okay, this is a very interesting thing because we had this one amazing city guide for Berlin, which wrote about amazing new cafes and places to go and hang out. That was very interesting. So just gonna see. Let's see if there is a place where I've been. Milan. Yeah, Milan. Fashion. Milan design. Milan food. Posting. Train. Okay. Milan Grand Home becomes design hotel. Shopping. Architecture. Memphis Gallery. Fondazione Prada. Very interesting place in Milan. Los Angeles. Okay, let's go for maybe Milan food. 28 posti. So they have 28 places. I'm not sure. Forgot data. This cozy 2-room restaurant is located within walking. Okay, 28 posti is the name of the place. A Noma trend chef offering 28 seats. Words by Gabriele Delisanti. Noma trend chef. Noma is. Do you know Noma? Actually, I don't know. Noma used to be world's #1 rated, like the first ranked hotel or a restaurant, not a hotel, a restaurant. Used to be in Copenhagen. Very famous. So all the chefs at Noma were super duper famous. And then they decided to shut down the Noma restaurant in Copenhagen and open it in Tulum, which is in Mexico. Like they just shut a restaurant, the world's #1 restaurant in Copenhagen, and they just opened it in Tulum with completely different flavors, completely different menu, completely different vibe, like a tropical, amazing vibe with all the local fruits and vegetables in Mexico. And that was very, very interesting to see. And the guy, and coming back to what we are looking at here, so this 28 posti restaurant in Milan it's run by a Noma trained chef. So that's the link with Noma. Interesting. So it's this cozy 2-room restaurant is located within walking distance of Milan's bustling Navili canals. Nice area. Actually, the most viewed video on this channel, which is me playing Marathi song in Italy, is in Navili. So that's the most viewed video on my channel, and I'm playing the music at this particular neighborhood which they're talking about here. As its name suggests, 28 posti can only accommodate 28 guests, although the architects Silvio Orazzi and Gaetano Berni ensured that those who do get a seat sit on one inspired by Joe Ponti's 699 Superleggera chair design. 699 Superleggera is like a design, like a very iconic chair designed by Joe Ponti, and you can lift it with one finger, like your pinky. You can lift it. It's that light and still super strong. Very iconic Italian design. This is the chair. We can also search it, so I can show you Superleggera chair by Joe Ponti. Let's just boom, look up. Show me the picture, please. No. Okay. Oh. Why are you doing that to me? Okay, they just opened Google Chrome. show me the chair. So this is the chair. Here you can see the chair, 699 Superleggera. You can lift it with one finger. So basically they have put it, and these iconic chairs are expensive, and it's quite a big deal to have them. They are also second copies are available or first copies, but these are the ones which are a bit expensive and interesting. So they have it there. Coming back to the restaurant's menu, which is based exclusively on seasonal produces and changes every 4 weeks, was created by Noma Trend chef Marco Ambrosino as a contemporary take on traditional Italian cuisine. Set courses are available for both lunch and dinner, and meals can be paired with organic wines from Italy and neighboring countries. So City Guide is actually featuring some places around the world which are interesting to talk about and which are interesting to show through a picture. So that's what City Guide is about. So that was City Guide inside Kinfolk, which is a magazine, also a digital magazine where they are doing stuff. And on one of the offerings, City Guide was there. I'm just going to jump into the audio once, and then I think we are good to go from this website and move ahead. I think this could be like a podcast, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's a podcast kind of a thing. I've turned off the audio for copyright stuff, but yeah, it's a podcast kind of a thing. So going back to the home page. So what are we doing so far? What happened yesterday? Apple did an event called Apple Spring Event 2021. It was a launch event where they launched a bunch of technology things, and they launched this particular iMac, the new iMac. Super duper interesting to see. If you want, there is all the whole video of the highlights of the Apple event, which I did yesterday, so it's already up on the channel. You can see that. But in that particular video, while showing iMac, they showed some websites quickly, like soup, while they were just showing the features. And then I paused and read the websites and went through them, and these were basically these 5 websites which we went through today to see and understand what are these websites, what do they do. And turns out these are very different and amazing businesses, even beyond the amazing super duper dope visual, or let's say web design. Beyond that, they are really meaningful businesses, very inspirational stuff. So I am very happy that I took out time, or let's say we took out time to go through these websites to understand what they are talking about and who are these people. Really like the whole exercise which we did here. And as I promised, I'm gonna show you my very let's say amateur-ish web design, still functional, which I have created as like the best website which I've created. Or not the best website, in my personal website thingies, which I have a bunch of personal websites. This is the one which I've spent a lot of time on. I wouldn't say best, but I spent a lot of time on. So your online innovation lab, that's featuring now, whose founder is doing the live stream. That's me. So this is my company where we do online innovation thingies with people. It's for individual startups and corporates. We do it for different people. So who is it for? These 3 kind of people. Then they have like a small message from me. So hey there, from working with super brands like Porsche Consulting to social innovation projects in India, we have been innovating across the spectrum for a while. While working, we wanted to make these super cool innovation methods available to all, and as a result, we launched Futuring Now. We craft some of the coolest innovation workshop experiences on the planet, which happen to make your work 10x faster too. We can't wait to innovate with you, Suyo. That's what we do, and that's what we have been doing. This is like an intro video here, which gives you an idea about what we do. And then this is our mission. We are on a mission to help 1,000 people innovate 925 to go. That means 75 people have already gone through the workshop, and currently I would say 5-6 people are already in the pipeline. So we will reduce that number further. One of the very interesting offering which we are creating is in-house curated hackathon for an organization where you can have innovation thingy going on in your own company, which we curate. So even if you're like 100 people in your company, we bring them in our digital lab and we do innovation with that, so that your company can benefit out of it and make sure make use of all this amazing creative thinking which goes on in the head of every employee at your organization. So that is one of the things. And then how do we roll? Gym for your ideas, dope experiences, professional facilitation. You can go ahead and see, but that's the website kind of a thing. These are the people's experiences, and maybe this thing will be very interesting for you. We have workshops. Again, prices are different. Outside India, the prices are different. Idea quick starter thingy. This particular workshop is very interesting. It's on demand, so you can go and do the workshop right now. It's already there. It's a 6-session long workshop where we take idea from like ideation, we work on it. We have like here you will find all the information. So this is the breakdown. On session 1 we do idea definition, we define the idea. In session 2 we explore the idea further, come up with more and more things on top of it. In session 3 we do go on global hunt, understand what's happening around the planet on that particular topic, so getting inspiration from different sectors and sections on the planet. Then we go into session 4 when we build scenario, which is like version 1.0 of your idea, so how your idea will look like. In session 5 we go and do the idea testing, where we test the idea with bunch of people, potential stakeholders, potential users of that product and service, talk to them, understand what they think about our idea in the first place. And then do session 6, which is futuring, also comes from the name of the company, futuring now. So you do that now thingy in session 6, where you lay down or laid out the future plan, or let's say roadmap of your project, how you want to build it further, be even after the workshop. So this workshop is already available. You can do it by yourself. You just have to buy it from here. It's a straightforward thing, and that's how this workshop is. And when you go to about, here you will see basic stuff about us, so you understand what is it about. And then here you'll see one small interesting thing as well about the company, a super duper human centric innovation company by the Funning HQ. What is it? What is the Funning HQ? One more website. This is a very basic website, just to put it out there. The Funning is the mothership of projects and companies in the domain of creativity, design, innovation and lifestyle. These are the exact same keywords, or the exact same core values of this particular YouTube channel as well, as it comes from the Funning. So our mothership is the Funning, and our holdings, what companies the Funning hold or holds, these are the ones. Personal brand, which is me and the Fun Indian Guy thingy, where service design, filmmaker, musician, content creator, and the main thing is a creative strategy innovation consultant. Then we have Futuring Now, which we just saw. Then we have the Fun Indian Guy YouTube channel, where we are watching this video. And then we have Daily Ish Pod, which is like a podcast I run daily ish. Already 85 to 86 episodes are done, where we talk again about creativity, design, innovation and lifestyle with amazing guests from across the globe. And in our collaboration we have the Think Service project, which I run with my friend Sebastiano Gobo, where we talk about service design inspirations. So these are kind of the holdings or collaborations of the Funning. And then you get in touch, and then there is a line box, and here you can get in touch with us. Very simple basic website. Again, after seeing these websites, our website looks very basic, but it's very important to have these digital touch points where people can come and see about you and potentially get in touch with you. So we saw 5 websites which were featured on Apple event yesterday. Then we saw my websites or my businesses, where and you could see some of the things which I'm building. And with that, I think we covered pretty much everything we wanted to talk about in today's live stream. Let me know quickly in the chat box if you want to ask something, if you have something to add. That will be interesting to see. This whole experience of going through these different 5 websites was very, very valuable, I would say. I learned a lot. I learned power of really taking whatever you have learned and creating things from scratch, and everything is pretty much possible. So it's a lot of inspiration has been soaked. I'm going to discuss some stuff with Prachi after the stream, just to understand what we can also build at some point. With that, Marco the Norcia, I don't know, I'm sorry about the pronunciation, says, loving this live. Thank you. Today's shout out will be once again to Anuj for staying throughout the stream and being here. Means super duper a lot. Luckily, this was, I guess, our 3rd stream, and at every stream we have one person who sticks around throughout and becomes like a digital support for me, or support system for me. So thank you for being that. And with that, I think we can conclude this particular stream. Once again, thank you so much for staying till the end. Thank you so much for listening, or thank you so much for watching this whole stream and being on a journey with me. I've started to call this live dive, where we dive into different things live. Again, not so sure about the final name, but yeah, for now I'm just going to put live dive in the title so you understand what we are doing. With that, I guess we are done for the day. I wish you a good evening, good night, or good morning wherever you are on the planet right now, or whenever you are watching this. Thank you so much, means super duper a lot. With that said, take care, guys. Stay safe. That's gonna be the crucial message right now. Stay safe. Take all the precautions. Don't roam around if not necessary. Stay in house and take all the precautions. Stay safe. And while you do take all the precautions, keep building interesting things for yourself, and make sure you have fun while you build these things, because you never know what can open what for you. That didn't sound proper. You never know what doors can be opened by the things you create right now, or tomorrow, or yesterday, whatever you create yesterday. Again, messed it up. You'll never know which doors will be opened for you because of all the projects you do today. Nah, still doesn't make so much sense. What I mean by this is like, keep building projects, keep creating all these amazing projects for you, and while you do so, you'll never know, something will click and something will open potential possibilities for you. And that has happened with me. Talked about it on our podcast and also in our videos. So yeah, the only thing which is constant is building projects, and then doors will open and things will fall in places, and you'll keep building amazing things once again. With that said, take care, stay safe once again. Thank you for staying till the end, and I'll catch you in the next live, or in the next podcast, or in the next video. And yeah, keep supporting. If you like this, subscribe. If you want some amazing, valuable things to think about, just subscribe to the newsletter, which is in the description down below. So you get these small mini emails from me every now and then, weekly, where we share some thoughts worth sharing, which we call Project Thought. So do that. With that, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you like such videos, and stay safe, and I'll catch you very soon. Alright, with that, I'm gonna just close it. Goodbyes are longer on this channel. It has always been that way. Alright, ciao.